Hi everybody, it's TJ Dagger here again. Okay, so what we're going to do in this video is we're going to look at adding a little bit of randomness to our initial startup. Basically what we're going to do is we're going to make multiple pack guns, multiple machine guns. We're going to spread them around a bit, and then we're going to have it so only X amount turn up. So we'll have a look at that and we'll see what's involved. Okay, so first up, we could just make a copy of this, and as you do with Control C and then Control V, but we don't get all our tags we put on everything. And we actually want to put another tag on this. So for example, I'm just going to go Control T there. I'm going to put on here start underscore pack. Add that as a name. Now, if I just copy and paste that, I don't get any of the tags I just added, which is, we don't want to have to go back and re-tag everything. So we have an option here. If we press U and then it's 5, you can either press 5 on your number pad or click on it there, clone, and call. Now what this does, and this is a pet hate of mine, it tends to, see, it's put that under the ground, and that's just stupid. It really is. I don't know why it does that, but it does. But there is a way around it. So I will get rid of those. That's them. Okay, so what you do is you take whatever you want to clone, and you're going to have to move it down to a nice flat area. And then here you've got an X form in your properties. If you set these values to 0, 0, 0, that one didn't go to 0, gets a bit stubborn sometimes. And then I can go U5 call, and there's one. It's got all the tags, so we'll put 5 out there, say. So we're not going to have 5 pack guns hidden around here for the player to have to deal with. We're only going to have 1 or 2, but we're going to set 5 up in various locations, and then we're going to make it so it spawns in 1 or 2 or 3 or whatever randomly, so that it'll pick only a couple of the possible locations. Okay, so now I'm just going to go and I'm going to tag all them. So I've got all them selected, Control T, and I'm actually going to hide them with the hidden tag. So I'm going to make them hidden, and then I'm going to set them up in a few places. So let's put some pack guns around. Now basically the idea of these pack guns in my warped sense of logic is to make them as if they're defending the road here. Let's see, we had one up here somewhere. Always like to check that they can get a shot where we want them to. Where else would be a... Yep. And we got 2 more here. We don't have to use them all, but we might as well. You get a shot from there, possibly. Yep. And the last one. Where else would be a sneaky spot? Here somewhere. Where are you? F3, of course. shoot down onto the road clearly. Yep. Okay, so what we've got, we've set up 5 pack guns. They're all tagged as start pack, and they are scattered along the ridge there. And so they're all hidden. So they're all hidden and they're all tagged as start pack. So we're going to write a little script here that's going to go in our startup. So I'm going to add a script, and I'm going to call it, let's call it
Damit habe ich nicht gerechnet.
Start guns, or start defense. There you go, because I've got a few things we're going to do here. So start defense, I'm going to name that. I'm not going to have any conditions because we want this to happen right off the bat at the beginning of the mission. So what are we going to do? We're going to go in here, we're going to add a actor state. No, we're not. Cancel that. Don't want an actor state. We want an entity state, which is under entity state. Okay. So who? Okay, so we're talking about, and we're going to put this on advanced. We're going to go with the group. We're going to put down the tag of start pack, wherever they are. There they are. Those guys, we're going to include the tag hidden. So we're just choosing from the hidden guys. And there we go, that's going to give us what we want to begin with. So we're going to then, we're going to pick, we have to put a number in here, sorry. Okay, so we have to add here an amount. So we've got 5 guns there, and let's, for argument's sake, we only want 2 to appear. Okay, so we just pick 2. Now the game's going to automatically randomly pick 2 of those guns for us, so we don't have to do much more thinking about that. So what are we going to do? We're going to remove the hidden tag from 2 of them. That's what we're going to do. And we're going to turn the inactive off. Okay, so if we save that, press start. There we go, we got 1 gun there, 1 gun there, and that's it. So if we hit finish, press start again. Did we get the same 2? We did, look at that. Finish. And we'll press start, and it's given us those 2 this time. So it will pick different ones each time you start it. Finish, just to prove that point. Start. Okay, who's it picked this time? It's picked these 2 up here. So that simple little thing there creates some randomness straight up. And we can do the same thing with machine guns. We can do the same thing with units. We can put 50 guys out here and say select 20. All them sort of things. So that's a way to, when you're setting up defensive positions and you want it to be a little different, you want it to be a little challenging each time you play. When you're doing this, don't forget to hit finish before you get back into it, because if you don't, everything you do will just be undone. Alright, so let's tag this guy, give him a tag, and I think there's another one down here. We'll select both of them. Control T to tag them. We'll call them start MG. Add that. Okay. Alright, then we'll move him down here, and he's on 0 and 0, so we'll see in the X form, see if that stops him from spawning underground. Let's go call function, clone, and we go. Alright, another one. That'll do. Put some of them around, so we've got a couple there. there, one there. Put one up here perhaps. What have I got? One more. Might put him way out here. Okay. So we've labelled them guys start MG. What we haven't done is made them hidden, so I have to quickly select all them. 2, 3, I got 4 selected, sorry. 5. Alright. And add the hidden tag to those guys. And then basically we're just going to go back into this start defense, copy that one, which is our pack one we just made, and we're just going to change this to start MG. Oop, and we might make them, we might spit out 3 of them. Save that, press start. So what do we got? We got one there, and one in there. And what can that guy actually see from there? Oh yeah. Sweet. So that's a way to add some extra randomness. So what I think we should do is we should take those concept of this mission, you take the flag, you get the vehicles, so it makes sense that we make a bit of an objective here that you have to take out any pack guns. So we might look at doing a objective script for taking out those vehicles. So we better press finish before we start any scripting again. Okay, so we're going to need an objective. So go into tasks here, and we'll add one, and it'll be we'll call it start pack, because I think the pack guns need to be neutralized. Neutralized or captured we'll go with, I think. So either you destroy them or you steal them. So alright, so let's add a description here so people know what the objective is. So it'll be destroy or capture enemy pack guns. There you go. Okay, because I didn't hit... No, I've written it in the wrong spot. That's what's happened. Rename that. I will Control C to copy that. We'll call it start pack. Then I will paste that in there, hit enter and save. Okay. Now I guess this should be a primary objective, because you want to take out the guns before you bring your vehicles in. So we're going to leave the state as a dash, which makes it visible. We're not going to use a pointer. So because they're random and they're appearing in different places, plus the objective is to get up there and find them, not have them pointed out. So we're not going to add a pointer. Okay, that go into our script. Okay, so we need to script in something that, well, first we'll have a quick look. See what happens here. We press O. There's our objective. We don't get the binoculars simply because we haven't put the pointer down. This thing. We haven't put that down, so when you look at your objectives you don't get one, so it's a mystery. Where are they? You've got to find them. Okay, finish. So what we need to do is we need to come up with the conditions now and a trigger that's going to say that we've completed the mission. So into F3 mode. Okay, add. Is there anywhere here it makes sense to add this to keep it organised? Probably not. So let's add something here that says defences, in case we want to add more stuff to it later. And we'll go start pack. Start pack objective. So later on, when I come back, I might have an idea of understanding what I was talking about. Okay, conditions. Okay, so what we're going to be looking for, we're going to be looking for entities. And the entities we're going to be looking for are going to be our start pack. So we're going to go advanced. We're going to add the group, pick a tag, select a tag which will be our start pack guns. Now we want to include player 1. So if we so if we shoot the guys off, the gun will still be owned by player 1. So I'm not sure about that. Let's have a think here. So we're going to who are we going to exclude? We're going to exclude any that are player 0. So any we've stolen, we're not going to count them. Right. And we actually want it to equal 0. Okay. Alright, let me show something here that's important. Let's take this pack gun here for testing. Put it there. And what we're going to do is I'm going to go quick start. And I just want to show how when you guys come in, and let's throw a grenade or two on this thing. Alright, more grenades on it. Okay, so when something gets destroyed like this, it gets assigned some tags. So we'll highlight that so we can read them a bit better. Okay, so the game automatically assigns that gunbreak and destroyed. So we can use them to exclude them. Okay, so we've got gunbreak and we've got destroyed. So gun underscore break. So, okay, so finish up there. Let's see if Control Z is going to work. No, it's not. I'm going to have to manually move that one back. Check he can still shoot where I want him to. Okay, F3 and save that. Back to my trigger. Okay, so where were we? Defenses, start pack objectives. So what we're going to do is we're going to look in here and we're going to actually exclude any that are player 0, and that means we've taken them. We're going to exclude any with the tag destroyed. Now I'm pretty sure, well I'm positive that when something has been destroyed, look at that speller. When something has been destroyed, if you have a speller like that, it won't work. That can take you quite a time to figure that's what the problem is, let me assure you. So when something's destroyed, it can no longer be repaired. You'll find if you watch and do a bit of testing yourself, if you want, I mean, vehicles, everything, once they're destroyed, they're unfixable. That's the unfixable state, the tag is destroyed. So we can exclude any that are destroyed, and we can exclude any that are player O. The gun break, I'm pretty sure, can still be fixed. That's basically a red barrel. So we probably don't need to count ones that have just had the barrel busted. It might mean we could exclude or exclude any. So we're not going to count player O, and we're not going to play. Let's test it. Test it is the best way to work it out. So we've got to have something happen when we test it, otherwise it's not a test, is it? Okay, so we need to go into scene to find our task, and our task is start pack, and we want it to be complete. So what we're going to be testing is we're going to be testing if so we're looking here, and either if we destroy the two guns or we capture them, we should get the message saying that we've completed that objective. So let's test that out. Let's see where it put them. Okay, both down that side. That's handy. Speed things up here for our test.
Got it, sir.
Okay, I wonder where our machine guns ended up.
Yes, sir. Move out. Keep low. Got it, sir. Got it, sir.
Surely not. Got them all. Of course we can make things, make our guys invulnerable. Okay, there's a machine gun there. That's what's cut them down. So for the purpose of this test, to not take all night, make these guys vulnerable if they can stay long enough. There we go. Alright, let's go up there and do your thing.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Shoot the guys off the back. I'm going to jump on that one and blow this one up. I'm going to throw it. Okay, so he's destroyed. We didn't get out. He's now player earlier. Okay, so this is the beauty of Man of War Editor. You can actually open up, you can just click back to F3 while you've still got a game running, and we know we've got that gun, we know we've destroyed that one. I can look at these conditions and see. So we're looking at, maybe we need to untick that. No, didn't change it. Ah, here we go. So what we also need to exclude is the tag that are hidden, because all those guys are still hidden and they're on the map. So here we go, another lesson learned. And there we go, straight away we get our message saying mission objective complete, destroy or capture enemy backgrounds. So, we press finish. Now, we lose any changes we made that we edited during when we press start. Any changes we make during the gameplay, we lose as soon as we press finish. So, it's a great way to test, it's a great way to try and get to the bottom of what's going on and how to fix it at times. And get things fine-tuned, but you've got to remember, you've got to be able to remember what you've done. So if you do a lot of fiddling, you can sometimes muddle yourself right up. So, but it is a great way, and I love the way the editor allows you to do that. So let's find that defenses, objective. See, the hidden's gone, so we have to add that back in. Hidden, done. save. So the next bit we were going to do was take those two objectives, the one we did previously with the flag and the one we've now just done with the pac-mans. We'll take those and make it when both those are complete, then the map opens up to the next section. So I'll break this video here because it's getting quite long, and that'll be the subject of the next one, is making that those two objectives equal the map opening up to the next section. Cheers.